Hey tennis friends, once again I'm here in Carlsbad, California at the La Costa Resort and Spa for my final day of coverage of the 2013 Southern California Open. I'm just inside the main gates right now, and these are the practice courts. And as you can see behind me, the practice courts are relatively empty. That's because a lot of the players have gone home, and that's why I always encourage you to get down to these events early so that you can see more of the players, because the players don't hang around maybe a day or two, but usually they're moving on to the next event. And speaking of getting down here, make sure you get online now at SouthernCaliforniaOpen13.com and get your tickets for the next 2 days. That's the semifinals and the finals. You don't want to miss out on any of the action. And speaking of action, let's get right to Stadium Court and see what's going on. The first match up is a quarterfinal match between Virginie Razzano and Petra Kvitova. I spoke with Petra earlier in the tournament about this being her first event after Wimbledon. I'm here right now with Petra Kvitova. Petra, you're doing really well this year. You've had some really great results, but you haven't played since Wimbledon. So how have you been training to get ready for this season?
Well, I had some days off after the Wimbledon, and then I started proper fitness preparation, and I practice quite well and quite hard, so I hope that I'm ready, and of course that we need some time for preparation and not play every week some tournament. But in the beginning of the series on the hard court, it's always quite tough, and for me it's gonna be tough too, and try to play my best from the first round.
Well, this is your first time here in Southern California to play an event. You talked about how tough it is to get ready for an event. Have you been here for very long to get used to the conditions?
No, we came here on Friday, and I still have some time. I'm playing doubles today, and then I'm playing singles on Wednesday or Thursday. So it's a good time here for acclimatization, and it's beautiful resort here. So it's nice to relax too.
Well, you mentioned you're playing singles and doubles. You don't usually play singles and doubles a lot in the tournaments. Why is that?
Well, yeah, sometimes I'm playing doubles just to get ready to play some matches when I'm changing the surfaces and continent. So that's helped me a little bit on my return and serve, and try to play some volleys. So I think that it's good for practice too.
Receiving in the near court is Virginie Razzano from France, who is granted a wild card into this tournament. Petra Kvitova from the Czech Republic and the number 7 player in the world is serving from the far court. Now Virginie Razzano to serve. After a changeover, Virginie Razzano to serve from the far court. Now Petra Kvitova to serve. Virginie Razzano serving. After another changeover, Petra Kvitova to serve from the far court. I'm here right now with the winner of that match, Virginie Razzano. Virginie, that was a 3.5 hour, 3-set match. That had to have been a tough match out there.
Yes, it was a tough match. I'm very glad to win today because it's a great match. Both we play incredible tennis, 3 hours and 30 minutes. But I'm so happy to win today and to going in semi-finals in Carlsbad. It's so great, and I'm so happy because I work a lot to come back with my ranking, for come back with my best tennis, and it's so good.
Well, you've been ranked as high as number 16 before, and because of injuries and other circumstances, you're down to 131. But today, you just took out the number 7 player in the world. That's got to make you feel really good about your comeback.
Yeah, it's very good comeback, but it's deserve for me because I work a lot every day from November, December, and from January to March. And I wait to play in tournaments, WTA for qualies, because I didn't get in tournaments, and I was very not happy, and I say, okay, you must to practice, and when you can play, you're going to play and play your best tennis. I have some good result from last week in Bastad. I played quarterfinals in clay court and 3 round in French Open this year, and I make a qualis for Wimbledon, and I'm so happy because I saw my work is not for nothing. I work for something better, and I'm very enjoyed because I'm feeling good in Carlsbad, and it's very great and nice tournament here.
It's not always all about tennis for these players. That's Daniela Hunchakova back there giving her coach out there some tips on how to play, and it's pretty funny to watch the interaction on her telling him he's not doing it right. She's probably getting some personal revenge for all the times that she's out on the practice courts and he's telling her she's not getting it done right. Next up on Stadium Court is a quarterfinal match between Ana Ivanovic and Roberta Vinci. I spoke to Roberta earlier about being at the peak of her career and not necessarily one of the youngest people out there. I'm here right now with Roberta Vinci. Roberta, how are you doing today?
Good, thank you.
You know, it's beautiful weather out here in Southern California for this week. How are you feeling about your game?
Good, perfect. Everything is going so good. I'm confident and practice a lot, and I enjoy to play here in Carlsbad. It's a nice place, nice weather, so I'm ready to play the first game.
Well, you've won 2 titles so far this year, and you've actually got to your career high ranking at number 11. Now, it's no secret because everything's out there on the internet, but you're 30 years old.
Yeah, I know.
Did you ever think that at 30 years old, you would be at the top of your game and get your best career record ever?
No, I didn't expect all like this. I know I'm 30, I'm not young, but I enjoy to play tennis, I enjoy to play doubles. I love this kind of life, so I'm happy, and I'm trying to be, why not top 10?
Right now, Ana Ivanovic, who I featured in yesterday's program, is receiving in the far court. Roberta Vinci, who has won 2 titles so far this year, is serving from the near court. After a changeover, Roberta Vinci is serving from the far court. Now Ana Ivanovic to serve. Roberta Vinci serving. After another changeover, Roberta Vinci to serve from the near court. Following another changeover, Roberta Vinci serving. Right now, I'm standing in the middle of Court 2. This is where they moved the doubles match that I was going to feature on today's show. But unfortunately, there's no camera platforms or seating on the baseline ends of the court, so I couldn't get an overall view shot. But I did stand over there on the sidelines to shoot some of the action shots that I could use as what we call cutaway shots during the player interviews. But unfortunately, as I mentioned in the last show, it's sometimes hard to get the players when they get off the court, they go their separate ways, and it's hard to corral them back together for an interview. So I did not get the interview either. But I did want to take this chance to thank you for watching my shows all week. This will be my last show from the 2013 Southern California Open. So I encourage you once again, get online at SouthernCaliforniaOpen13.com and come down for the semifinals and the finals of this tournament, because you won't get another chance to see pro tennis, in Southern California until Indian Wells comes around in March. Now, because I didn't get to show you the doubles or the doubles interviews, I do have a little bit of a blooper that I'll show you that happened when I asked someone else to help me close my show. That's going to wrap up today's report from the Southern California Open. I'll see you next time with more tennis.
Outside the lines.
That was great, but Francesca walked behind. She walked behind me. All right, we'll do that one more time. All right, here we go. Hold on, let's get goodbye. Okay. That's going to wrap up today's report from the Southern California Open. I'll see you next time with more tennis.
Outside the lines.